biggest mistakes with fatigue? What are some of the biggest mistakes people make when they are overall just feeling, oof, I don't have enough energy. How do I get more energy? What are some things I can do, right? The stuff I'm going to cover here is some pretty basic things, right? But the first thing I want to talk about is if you are feeling fatigued on a regular basis, like you wake up every morning and it is a bear to get out of bed, or you feel that huge afternoon slump and you're like, I'll just drink 3 Red Bulls and then I'll be fine. No, thank you, right? No, thank you. Not a good idea, right? Falsely elevating your energy levels with caffeine or something and not recognizing that there's a bigger thing going on that's causing that fatigue on a regular basis, huge mistake. Long term, what's that going to do for you, right? You get a crash and everything else. So that aside, the other things that I see people do is that they ignore stress. Whatever stressor is present in your life that's causing this, you just keep working through it, or keep thinking, gosh, work can't be this stressful for that long, or my boss will probably notice that I'm stressed, so they'll help me out and change it. In my experience from working with thousands of women, that's not how it goes. You have to be the one to change it. I am Dr. Beth Wesley, women's health and hormone expert. I am author of the books The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution. These are on Amazon, where you can learn more about how to eat for your hormones and your cycle, as well as eat for menopause. And there's a ton of info in there. I'm also host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution. You can subscribe to that, as well as subscribe on here to stay up to date on all the information I have coming out. And it's stuff like this that I think it's really important that we know about in terms of the stress. Do not keep letting these things slide. Do not keep putting up with it. Just because you can literally survive through the day doesn't mean that you're in a position where you are actually thriving at all. It really doesn't. So that's the biggest thing here. Do not keep ignoring it. Really pay attention, right? If you've cut nutrients, if you're thinking, yeah, I've been exhausted and I've gained weight, well, I know, I'll just eat less calories. I'll eat less carbs. I'll eat less overall. No. If you are fatigued, oftentimes you will already be nutrient depleted. If you are cutting out nutrients and things like that, that's a big problem. This is one of the reasons I love doing Dutch testing, which is a urine test for hormones. And it actually helps us realize what nutrients you may be depleted in. It shows it right there on the test. In the Female Hormone Solution program, we do a Dutch test and we look at what your system is doing and where it's at to help take care of this. So we help guide you through this process, making sure that you're not nutrient depleted. The number of women that I work with that are exhausted and thinking, I just need to be more motivated. No, you need to have enough nutrients first, right? You can't drive a car that has no gas in the tank, right? So that's really, really important. And another thing here is sleep. Got to get enough sleep, got to prioritize sleep. Has to be quality sleep. If you're falling asleep and feeling like you wake up in the morning and you technically slept, but you don't feel rested, you're not actually getting that deep recovery REM sleep, that's important that we work on. Oftentimes it is related with your adrenal function and your cortisol levels. Again, things that we look at on a urine test for hormones, on a Dutch test, and things that we help you work through in the Female Hormone Solution program. If you are not on the waitlist for that program, go below this video, click that link, get on the waitlist, make sure you are not missing out on all the information and things that we teach you just on the waitlist, let alone when we work together within that program. So those are some of the biggest mistakes that I see where people think, oh, I can outwork this fatigue. I just need to get going. I just need to work harder. If working harder was what it was, it would have worked by now, right? Again, think of it like this. You cannot build a house if you don't have enough bricks. You cannot drive a car if you don't have enough gas. You have to have the basic foundational things for your body to function to have enough energy overall. That's the biggest thing with fatigue that I see that people miss, where they just feel like they, I just got to keep going. I just got to keep going. No, you don't. Let's look at what your system is doing and look at the right next step for you moving forward so we're not missing anything. So that's what I got for you today. Thank you for tuning in. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, make sure you are on that wait list and I will see you later.